It's 12 o'clock. Welcome to Mira Business FM. This is Daybreak with me, Inzamam Rashid. A very warm afternoon to you today. Now, across the Gulf, we've seen a real shift in the way people think about food. Healthier choices, calorie counts on menus, fitness app tracking every single bite that you take. And it's clear that mindful eating isn't just a bit of a trend anymore, and not just here in the GCC, globally as well. It's pretty much become a lifestyle, but there's always been one big challenge. How do you make healthy food both accessible and appealing, especially in a region where dining out is pretty much part of the culture, and it's a big reason that people come here to the UAE in particular, and of course indulgence often wins the day. Well, that's where today's guest comes in. What started as a small brunch concept in Abu Dhabi has grown into a full-fledged food brand that's redefining what healthy dining can look like. Affordable, it's scalable, and I've been informed that it's genuinely tasty. He's taken that vision across the GCC and now has his sights set on international expansion. Joining me today to talk about the business behind that success story and the numbers, strategy and the ambition driving it is the CEO of Low Calories, Nasser Almassabi. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. I want to jump straight into it and understand your journey a bit, Nasser. Could you kind of briefly take us back to the very beginning of Low Calories? What sparked the idea for the company, and how did you figure out that there was a market, particularly here in the UAE, for a healthy eating concept like this?
It's back like to 2016. Before 2016, I used to, as any normal person, go to the gym, doing my own food in the kitchen. And honestly, like in UAE, this business wasn't like too much like in this country. There was like a couple of restaurants, and they're not having like a really good food. Like we call it here, like in this area, hospital food. Okay, whereas there's no salt. Okay, it's very dry a little bit. Okay, no colors. So I thought in my mind, and behind this, like I used to have like a couple of business, and I lost in all of them. Okay, so I said,
what
okay,
were they?
tailor. Okay,
Right.
and construction. Okay, properties. Okay, it didn't go well. Okay, so then I said, okay, why I don't open something I'm doing every day? Okay, either gym because you're exercising every day, or either like a healthy food. But gym, it was like a huge concept. You need like a big capital a little bit. Restaurant, it was manageable. Okay, so I used to work in the government, so I saved some money. So I said, like, let me to open it, but I will open it in my way, the way that I want to eat every day without feeling like it's very difficult to do it. So we started like with a small branch in Abu Dhabi.
So when you were going to the gym and you were trying to figure out a diet for yourself during your training, who at that time was cooking your food for you? What were you kind of going home and doing it yourself? Did you have family kind of making you specific food? What was your routine like?
Nobody can handle doing for you like 4 or 5 meals every day, okay, and healthy. Okay, even if you have a wife, she will ask for a divorce, you know. So I was doing it myself, okay, and that's why, like I said, hey, not to do it to myself, okay, let me to do business, and there's a people they will do it for me.
That's so interesting because, I kind of think about when I was growing up and my kind of older brother used to go to the gym quite regularly, and he would, he'd come home and he would always have a different meal to the rest of the family because it had to be obviously very specific about what he could eat to align with his training program. So then you came up with this concept of a brunch. Just tell us about the brunch concept, what that was, and why you decided that a brunch would be a good idea, particularly in Abu Dhabi.
Honestly, like it was always in my mind that the work, like the government work, it will not last forever. Okay, so I need just what I needed at this time. It's a different source of income. That's it. Okay, I wasn't thinking like to go more than one branch, another country, nothing. Okay, it's just I want this to succeed. So we opened it, and it's go well because like there's no a lot of competitors, especially if there's a competitors, they do it like in a different way, which is like very dry way. We do it like with the sauces, and we try like to be we having like good flavors. Okay, so such as pizza, like nobody used to do a pizza like healthy pizza or burgers or something like this. So we start to do something unique, okay, to attract people, and it went well. Then started people like to ask for franchise when I don't know like what's franchises mean. Okay, so after that, like I start to learn by myself. Okay, step by step, till I'm here today.
And that must have been a great feeling, for you to kind of then step away from this government job, which probably was kind of day in, day out, the grind really, and then for you to do something which, you truly love. It's your passion. You like to go to the gym, you train, but also you're incorporating food and this wave of healthy eating, which really kind of kicked off around that time as well.
Like I always tell myself, if I open like an Italian restaurant or a burger restaurant or any other restaurant, okay, I don't think I would succeed. Like the behind the story, it's the love that's I was doing it like with a passion. Okay, so I think that's one of the secrets. That's when you're trying to do something really you love. Okay, because I tried in things that I don't love. When I opened like the tailor, they said like the women they pay a lot for their clothes. So I just followed the idea. I didn't follow my passion. Okay, and I lost. But when I follow my passion, like it's worked well.
Let's talk about the early days of the business then. What were your kind of biggest operational challenges and I guess financial hurdles that you faced when you started out this business? Sourcing ingredients, I'm sure, has been a big a big kind of part of the company. Cost control, kind of pricing versus healthy positioning as well. What kind of things did you face when you started the company?
All what you mentioned, okay? Because honestly, like when I opened, it was like one man show, which is like me doing most of the things.
You were cooking in your own kitchen?
Not cooking, but let's say hiring, salary, doing the HR, okay, doing like the marketing, doing the operation, okay, doing the customer service, okay. So most of the job I used to do it myself, even like picking order from the car who's ordering outside, okay. So in the beginning, like as any starting restaurant, okay, you're not gonna like to invest in all these positions, okay, because you don't know like what it's going on, okay. Maybe you will make a money, maybe not, okay. So you have to try your best like to control like the cost, okay, and to see the revenue, and with the revenue you start to hire again, okay. So it was like a lot of challenges, okay, especially like controlling and doing the operation on daily basis and make sure like everything is perfect, okay. So it was like really challenging in the beginning.
Who was chief taster? You?
Yeah, me. Yeah. It's my restaurant. Come on.
And still today?
At least, yeah, till today. Okay, but today it's a little bit different. Like there is a nutritionist. Okay, there is a group that we commit like those people who will try like this meal before going in.
I'm going to ask you about how you would describe your business model today. What is the concept in 2025 for low calories? Because since the idea was born 9 years ago, and almost 10 years now, it's grown hugely. You've had incredible success. What's that been down to, and what's the specific core of the idea today?
Honestly, like nothing. It's impossible. Okay, but I think we are like the healthy food or the healthy fast food. Okay, and we want to expand. Like here, we have more than 40 branch inside UAE. Okay, and we are in 9 countries. So I started to believe. Okay, that I want to make it easy for everyone. Okay. Same like some restaurants, okay, it's globally easy, like to find it in each corner, okay. I want to be something similar.
That's so interesting. And that growth that you had over the kind of last 9 years, what do you think that's been down to? Has it been the market has, there's just been a huge kind of gap in this market where people want healthy food that aligns with their diet. The GCC has really been evolving into that space, or has it been, you actively kind of pushing this organization to get it out there across the region?
Honestly, like I wasn't pushing by the meaning pushing, but the marketing always it's like make your voice reach like to the maximum level. Okay, so in the beginning it was like I told you, it was the idea just like to have one shop and income, and it's good for me. Okay, so one day if I got fired from my job, I have another source of income. But at the moment, no, it's like marketing. It's one of the keys. Okay, that's make people outside country they ask for this. And if you back like now each government they support the healthy lifestyle by doing like a month of like exercise like Dubai 30-30, okay, and Saudi and all of this, okay, they support like the sport. So the healthy lifestyle, it start like to be something common, not as before 10 years, okay. When I opened before 10 years, okay, people, they ask me like, especially here, why you don't open like an Indian restaurant? We need curry, we need biryani, we need all of this, okay. What's this concept? Nobody will come to eat from you. But today they know like the healthy concepts, every month, there's 1 or 2 restaurants healthy, they open like in UAE. So that's mean like, it's something start like to be common to people, they want to be in a lifestyle.
When did you realize, Nasser, that, okay, what I have here with low calories is successful? It's happening. It's taking off. It's doing what I want it to do.
When it almost like before Corona, before COVID, okay, 2019, there is a lot of emails coming from outside the country. Okay, I started to believe like everything is possible. Okay, so it's like after 3-4 years, okay, I started like to believe, no, it's possible like to go very far with this business. So here when I start like to think about resign from my government job, okay, which I did like 21, okay.
Right, so you still held a government job for a good few years whilst you were running the business.
I'm not sure about this business.
Yeah.
Come on, okay. I need a source of income, not cutting income.
Yeah. And then, so COVID then happens. Just tell us a bit about that space for you. Was that a boost for your business? Because it felt like there were a lot of businesses that really thrived during COVID out here in the UAE in particular. People turned to kind of online coaching. People couldn't be inside actual gyms as well. People were training a lot from home. Did that change the way that you operated the business? Did it help it?
First of all, thank God we're living here inside UAE. So most of the business, like, yeah, there's some business got hurt, okay, but nobody, it's like close, like fully close, okay. So you can, if you remember, like you can work till 7 o'clock, okay, till the beep is coming and you have to back home, okay. So, but for the restaurant business, okay, especially the healthy, it's actually grown in COVID, okay. So most of people, and if you heard about the rumor, if you was here, okay, all the onion like in a market, it's being sold out, okay. So people like they start like to think about their health, okay, more and more, okay. So here like my role was like much better, okay. We make like a very good sales in COVID.
Let's talk a bit about sales and the kind of financial side of the organization. What have you kind of learned about cost structure and margins in this space in particular? Are you finding that you can really build a good, solid, successful business when it comes to the healthy eating space?
Yeah, of course. Like we have like when you ask for a franchise, we have like this model. When we show you like the sales and the profit margin and all of this, okay, it's you're right, like as an investor, okay. So especially like here, like the share market for healthy food, okay, it's growing year by year by 11% in UAE, okay. So it's a huge, okay, it's making billions, okay, per years, okay. So that means like there is still potential, okay, for the healthy side, okay, in UAE and in each country, okay. Now we are in Saudi market, okay, and you really hear like what's happening in Saudi, okay. It's everything like went crazy there, and people they start like to think in a very different way, okay, when it's come like to health lifestyle, okay. So that's it's supporting like our business a lot.
And what's the reason that people are coming to you guys? What's the reason people are coming to Low Calories to get their fix of healthy food? What is it about you guys that is so appealing?
Apart from me being handsome, okay, I think it's we make like a little bit different concept than the healthy, okay, and we trying like to develop the restaurants and the menu each time, okay, to match like this time, okay. For example, like every time they have like something new coming as a trend, like when it's matcha or like acai or whatever like things it's coming in the market. So we try like to go with the trend, okay, with our way, like matcha protein or something like this, okay. And honestly, like the menu, it's a huge because the people who's in lifestyle, okay, they don't want to every day to eat a chicken, okay, so they need like every day something different, okay. Even you, if I ask you like to go to have a burger for every day for lunch, okay, after 1 week you will say like, yuck, I don't want anymore, okay. So the variety like of the options in our menu, it's a huge.
So you've got to kind of constantly evolve and adapt and be innovative as well. How important is that in this space?
Come again?
How important is it to evolve and adapt and be innovative when it comes to, you know, even like recipes in this space in particular? Is that important to be adaptive?
It's very important. It's look like you're in a Formula race, an F1 race. Okay, if you mess a lap, like you will miss everything. So you have like to be in this race every day. Okay, not in my business, in each business. Okay, it's a race between you and the companies. Okay, now how you can like in this time, how you can make the AI help your business. Okay, if you don't do this, you will be like very old. Okay, comparing like to Nokia and iPhone and what's happened, you know. Okay.
So how are you guys doing that? How are you incorporating AI into Low Calories?
Okay, now like we have our app, which will be launched like in 1st of December.
Okay.
Okay, and we're trying like to make the AI, okay, talk to you and do the fully customized options for you based on you and the information that you feed like the AI with it. Okay, so once you go there, okay, there will be no customer service, nobody. Okay, it's just an AI. Okay, and you can tell the AI like what's your active day, what you're doing every day, which kind of meals you're doing, and they will give you like the calories, the meals that you should eat every day, and the exercise that you should do every day.
And do you feel customers are responsive to something like this, or do you feel that they prefer having an actual kind of human or an actual kind of trainer informing them about their diet?
It's an optional, but you have to create this option because you don't know like what's going like on in the future. Okay, so in the future, I heard like Elon Musk, he said like there would be like no phone, no device phone. Okay, it will be AI contacting your AI. Okay, I don't know how that's possible. Okay, but maybe it's a fact in the future. Okay, so if you're sleeping and you'll say like, no, the human is much better than the AI. Okay, you will be like way far from the competitors.
I want to talk about your growth into the GCC, Nasser. Obviously, you started the company here in the UAE, and you as you mentioned, have grown across the GCC, latest in Saudi Arabia as well. What was that kind of replication step outside of the UAE and into the GCC like? Was it a risk that you took, or were you very confident that actually this is a company that can replicate in other countries in the region?
Okay, we have to understand first of all, like in each business, there's a risk. Okay, there's a risk that I'm giving my name to someone in Saudi or in Egypt or in Georgia or in any country that I'm in at the moment. But the low risk when it's come like to a franchise, because it's not my investment, it's someone else's investment, and there's a contract between me and him, and he have to follow the contract and all of that. So it's a good idea. Okay, it's a good idea. I'm happy, but there's a lot of works. coming with it, okay? But I'm happy that we're expanding more and more, okay, to be like one of the biggest name like in healthy food like in this Gulf area.
And the plan is to go beyond GCC as well. Tell us a bit about your plans to expand maybe Europe and other parts of the world.
Yeah, honestly, like there's like some targets, okay? It's one of my dream, like to be in New York, London, okay, and Australia, okay? It's not the time, maybe 26, maybe 27, okay? But it's the dream, okay? And the dream, it will still dream until you make it true.
How are you envisaging to get there, though? What's the kind of business strategy to get in those places? Because they are huge markets and markets which still have a lot of space for the healthy eating industry. What's the kind of business strategy to get you into London, to get you into New York?
Like, first of all, like really, you need to go like with a very good companies to help you with this, because I'm living here in Dubai, okay, and I don't know like how's the people react to our food. So I have to change maybe some recipes. I have to change like a lot of things to match like the people who's living in London, okay, right? Okay, so for that, okay, we need like to really do a very good study, okay, to the market, like for the market in London, okay, before we launch there, okay.
Basically, you're saying you've got to take a big business trip to London and spend some time there.
Spend some time seeing companies, expert companies, okay, companies like Tishtash, okay, that it will be like very helpful for us, like to do the study, okay, tell us where's the location, and build like the business together.
If you look ahead, we've only got a few minutes left with you, Nasser, but if you look ahead for the next kind of 3 to 5 years with low calories, where do you really envisage the company being? What does success look like for low calories in terms of its footprint, in terms of the financial scale, in terms of the brand perception as well?
Honestly, like we used to say like it's very difficult for us like to build a small business and to be like a global brand. That's what we are trying to do, to make it really a global brand by doing like London or New York or like Australia. So I'm thinking like hopefully I can take this brand like to be one of the global brand in the world.
And are you considering kind of external investment? Are you kind of approaching investors? Is that a conversation you're constantly having?
Easy like to have like investor for sure, okay? But if not, okay, you have to take the risk by yourself.
So interesting. Best meal on the low calories menu? Your favorite?
Buffalo chicken.
What? Sorry.
Buffalo chicken.
Buffalo chicken.
Buffalo chicken.
So that's just like what, like fried chicken, is it, or?
It's air fryer. Yeah, it's air fried chicken. Okay, with the sauce of the buffalo. Okay, you would love it. Okay, and I would love like after this interview, okay, to think about it.
Let's
okay,
do it.
and help yourself. And I want to meet you next time when you have like a very good physique.
Yeah, well, I will try. I was coming to that point. Don't worry. We're just opening a gym across the radio station.
I saw
here,
it's still empty. I hope like you will fill it out.
Yeah, exactly. It might be a good space for you to be as well. Look, Nasser Almassabi, the CEO of Low Calories, thank you so much for coming into the studio and speaking to us. I wish you all the success with Low Calories, and hopefully we'll see you in one of the big cities of London, New York, and beyond.
Inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. This is Mira Business FM. You are listening to Daybreak with me, Inzamam Rashid. Plenty more on the way next.